on Drury Lane.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. And oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, it was another weekend morning back in the kitchen on Drury Lane. And oh, it was time to make the muffins. Usually, fast asleep am I from making muffins all night long. But this morning, I feel so alive and filled with joy. Oh yes, it seems like I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. Down in my heart. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. Woo! Woo! It's been so long since I've gotten the chance to dance. And I'm dancing because I've got so much joy about making these extra cookies for the potential naming of a new street in Schenectady, New York. Why? A section of Lower Albany Street in Schenectady has the chance of being renamed to Martin Luther King Jr. Way. Oh, my muffin! What a joyous occasion! It's all due to the actions of the Schenectady County Human Rights Commission Martin Luther King Jr. Coalition, community faith leaders, community leaders, and community members like you. It's in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. and the late Reverend Eloise Frazier, who was the founder of the Martin Luther King Coalition over 30 years ago. And they're designating sections of Albany Street from Schenectady Street to Craig Street and renaming it Martin Luther King Jr. Way. What a joy! What a joy it will be to the Schenectady community. But let's take a closer look at what joy, true joy, looks like from this big book. Wow! Wow! It says here, here, definitely right here, that even King David had joy. He had joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. Where? He had joy. It says right here, as they were coming home when David returned from striking down the Philistines, the women came out of the cities of Israel, singing and dancing to meet King David, with tambourines, with songs of joy, and with musical instruments. And in Isaiah, it says, to shout and sing for joy. And even in Psalms, it reads, my soul will be satisfied as with fat and rich food, and my mouth will praise you with joyful lips when I remember you upon my bed and meditate on you in the watches of the night. For you have been my help, and in the shadow of your wings I will sing for joy. Oh my, what a wonderful thing it is to have joy. I have an idea. Let's see if we can show a little of the joy that the Schenectady County Human Rights Commission is bringing to residents in Schenectady and beyond through the important renaming of this section of Albany Street. When I visited them, they were holding a kickoff petition meeting to gather the necessary signatures to make this truly a reality in the city of Schenectady. Come along, let's take a look. That's just it. A portion of Schenectady is to be renamed the Martin Luther King Jr. Way. Here was a recent article in the Daily Gazette. The kickoff petition event was put together by the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Coalition. By renaming Albany Street, a section of Albany Street, they are truly keeping the dream alive. Let's listen in to Ange Morris as she describes the petition collecting event.
We're here to just meet and greet the community, let them know that we are looking for their assistance and participation in gathering signatures for the dedication of Dr. King and ceremonially naming lower portions of Albany Street from Schenectady Street to Craig Street in the name of Dr. King as Martin Luther King Jr. Way. The city of Schenectady is the only city in the capital region which the coalition did some research that does not have a permanent designation area such as a street named after Dr. King. So we thought it would be a fitting tribute for our 30th anniversary to ceremonially name a street named after Dr. King right in the heart of Hamilton Hill, where Hamilton Hill is a neighborhood that has majority people of color, but also has a lot of social services, social justice, and economic justice agencies within that neighborhood, serving the community within the Dr. King's principles that he taught on. And so we just thought it would be fitting to rename ceremonially a street after him. Also, the coalition is very excited about celebrating the 30th anniversary in 2017 for January 15th regarding honoring the legacy of Dr. King, but also the life of Reverend Frazier, is bringing our national speaker, author, and educator, Dr. Steve Perry. Dr. Steve Perry of Capital Preparatory Schools, which in Hartford, Connecticut, which he founded, one of the magnet school. He goes in and he helps these schools transform the schools like never before. 99% graduation rate. These kids are graduating out of high school, going to the top colleges and universities in the nation and becoming a successful residents and successful entrepreneurs and all those folks that we see now, Dr. Perry is the one that mentors these kids to make them really great and exceptional citizens. Dr. Perry is going to be with us on January 15th at our celebration service, as well as in January 12th, that Thursday, we're going to do a community forum regarding our title, Empower, Educate, and Embrace. So I just want to take this time out to thank you for the community to partner with us as we celebrate Dr. King's dream and legacy, as well as the late Reverend Frazier, in celebrating 30 years of Martin Luther King Coalition here in Schenectady County, and keeping Dr. King's dream and legacy alive. We want you to be part of this celebration as we go around getting the 500 signatures that we need to rename the street after Dr. King, Martin Luther King Way. And we need those signatures. 75% from the Hamilton Hill neighborhood, that's the 12307 zone. And then we also are looking for signatures throughout the city as symbolic way where people could rally around us in support of Dr. King's dream. So thank you for watching this broadcast and looking forward to seeing you January 15th. My name is Ange Morris. If you need to contact me at the Human Rights Commission office, it's 518-377-3823. Thank you and have a wonderful blessed holiday and Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Why, the section of Albany Street is a diverse community filled with shops, as well as new housing projects, and the opportunity for new retail shops. Here is a view of some of the designated area to be renamed Martin Luther King Jr. Way. Let's get back to the petition event by listening to the chair of the commission.
Yes, my name is Randolph Magoo, or Randy for short. I'm the chair of the Martin Luther King Coalition of the Schenectady County Human Rights Commission. I've been serving in this role for about 3 years almost. And it's been a very enlightening and exciting experience for me. Let me talk a little bit about the Human Rights Commission. The Human Rights Commission has been around for about 50 years or close to that period. It came about as a result of the civil rights activities of the 60s. The purpose of the Human Rights Commission is to ensure that everyone's rights are treated correctly and according to the laws, the civil rights laws and human rights laws, and we work towards that purpose here in Schenectady County. Okay, the purpose of tonight is to get the community out to sign petitions to rename the lower portion of Albany Street between Schenectady Street and Craig Street to Martin Luther King Way. The reason we're doing this is because there is no permanent structure. Well, we do have one structure, the school, the Martin Luther King School, but the city doesn't have any streets or any other buildings named after Dr. King. And we feel that it's very important to do so because Dr. King's dream is something that should be signified by, either through activities or through naming of buildings or what have you. Dr. King was, as we all know, played a very important part in our history of human rights and civil rights in this country. He worked to ensure that people had equal access to employment, to housing, to fair economic activity, work. Well, I said employment, but work, education. He also worked towards people to ensure that people had adequate food, which is a very critical issue that needs to be addressed. And if you, the site we're standing at or working in right now is a food pantry, which is very, very significant in terms of ensuring that people have the necessary nutrients and food items that so they can sustain themselves. I want to sort of say that I myself am a product of Dr. King, because if it wasn't for Dr. King, I would probably not been able to get my education, and also I probably wouldn't have had my career in state government, which I worked in for about 35 years, because of the civil rights and equal rights laws that he worked so hard to enact. So I'm very proud and very happy to be associated with the Human Rights Commission, and also working on the Martin Luther King Coalition to ensure that the folks of Schenectady, their rights are not abridged or mistreated, and that we do honor to Dr. King and all the things that he's done for everyone, for all of us.
Why, it was a night full of great conversation, merriment, and lots of organization with community leaders to find other ways to help the Schenectady community as well.
When I was a kid, I grew up in Albany. State Museum that's my neighborhood as a kid. And the cops, that kind of stuff. They would come, they would give us ice cream for summer time, and when we did something, they call us out. And we all grew up. None of us had trouble.
It's back to the designated area to be renamed. Let's take another look. Let's take a look at a resident who stopped in this night to sign the petition.
So I have that. Do you want? She gave it. I have the big. Yeah, exactly. It's free. They couldn't read. I always do stuff like that. If you are all of my posts on Facebook, underneath in the comments I put, that's like this girl I said, nah, just New York. They were so devastated. You don't read. Nobody pays attention to the news.
Fast enough to sue me. We haven't met. I'm Rachel.
This is the new chief.
Oh, I hear very good things.
You look like you're having fun.
I am.
You and Terry and yeah.
The Jolly Trolley.
Jolly.
Yeah, that was a little bit of fun.
You're a union alum.
I am.
Later in the evening, community organizers arrived with a host of signatures. This gentleman, amazingly, arrived with over 200 signatures. It was surely a joyous night to help the city of Schenectady.
Like 15 minutes ago.
I know he said he was going to step back.
Yeah, I know. There's well, he's here.
Yeah.
We've been pushing him to just do the admin and let somebody else show up for it.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, because I think he enjoyed it. I didn't know if he wanted me to sign the
Yes, help sign the box. Thank you, sir. All right, great.
Oh, I'll get these 200.
All right, well, here. Let me know when you get to 200, and then you can call me. I'm Ann Chamorro.
Yeah,
My number.
Yeah.
Yeah, Angelica. My number's right here.
It's critical to the program.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
You know, the cancers, things to
Those
skill
two.
building every
They
level.
went and beat that team yesterday by over 20 points.
This is the 19th.
Yes. Do you have any of these?
No, yeah, around the corner from me.
Do you want some?
CC and Stephanie are ready to
Event, which is the 15th. So you're getting signatures.
I'm not surprised. Can't change them. It doesn't matter. I'll let you know. Let me know what houses she goes to, so we can go off regardless. It's not going to be houses. We're going to be out there. I'm going door to door. I know when I get back. Monday, Tuesday.
I'm not sure about why. I
You have me. First house. I moved my friend some yes. I'm gonna do all of them. Trust me, I'm doing it. Yeah, beforehand. I've been here. I moved from 507.
As the evening wound down, the commission thought of new ways to get even more signatures.
Make sure you know that.
Help me out at that time.
Well, see, I'm trying to, it's tough because when I go through medical, I just put it in the container. And then, and I was in why one time. Because we want to. The machine, and the guy, the TSA, he said, well, are you official? I said, no, I said, I'm retired. I said, everything she was done.
Well, it's sexual.
Inner workings of it.
As far as, did you read the article that got going on?
Corrections.
No, that's right. He did a good job. Just that there was word used, coalition, commission, human rights coalition. Whatever that is, everything else. No, I don't know that slide, but everything else.
So tonight here at the Petition Drive, it was a very successful event. We had people from the community come in shifts to come and assist us in signing petitions in support of the Dr. King, Martin Luther King Way ceremonial street sign naming, as well as we had people come and carry petitions to help us to get our 500 signatures. So after this, we're going to go door to door in the Hamilton Hill neighborhood in the 12307 and around the city, and to collect and to get signatures to make the Martin Luther King Way reality here in the city of Schenectady. So we from the Martin Luther King Coalition of the Schenectady County Human Rights Commission want to thank you for making our celebration service successful, as well as making the Martin Luther King Jr. Way a reality here in the city of Schenectady. So thank you for your assistance, and come along with us as we celebrate Dr. King's dream and legacy for January. For Dr. King's dream and legacy continuing to live on as we share the good news of love, hope, fairness, justice, and equality for all, and as we respect and protect everybody's rights. So thank you, and have a wonderful day. God bless.
Surely, Albany Street in Schenectady is bustling with joy. It's a mix of residents and shops. It's a proud community filled with joy. How wonderful it will be to rename a section of the street Martin Luther King Jr. Way. Well, welcome back. I'm still trying to bake the muffins. But finally, I think we're finished. I hope you enjoyed our show today. If you would like to make an order or donate muffins to charity, then please go to the website listed below. With every muffin order, we donate muffins to the charity of your choice. I call it giving your dough to charity. I also encourage you to donate directly to the featured charity today by going directly to our website and getting their information. Thank you very much for watching, and keep on dancing through life by giving to others through love. Let me finish baking these muffins, and see you next time.